It's 7:43. U.S. Open continues today in Queens. Yesterday's attendance was the largest crowd to attend an opening day in U.S. Open history.
And there was some great tennis to be played. Fox 5's Tina Cervasio joins us live this morning from Flushing Meadows. Good morning, Tina.
Good morning, Kerry and Lori. Yes, that attendance record was astounding. Things are pretty quiet now. I've only really seen people that are working for the USTA or, of course, tennis players, but 68,000 on the grounds yesterday, 41,000 for the day session. It was absolutely incredible and electric, and the tennis was electric as well, including an absolutely dominating performance by Serena Williams over Maria Sharapova. And here to talk about it all and break down these matches and talk a little bit more about today is Adam Zagoria. Good morning, Adam. Adam writes for the New York Times and Forbes Sports. And when I watched Serena take on Maria Sharapova, she just had an intense look on her face that we normally only see in finals, not in the very first round. What were your thoughts on her performance?
Yeah, well, when you see Serena and Maria play against each other, it really should be like a quarterfinal or semifinal of a major. This was the first round. I think Serena just really has Maria's number. She owns her. She's now 20-2 against her in her career. She matches up really well. She looked really focused. This was her first match since the controversial final against Naomi Osaka last year, and Serena just put Maria down there.
What did you make of Serena saying when they asked her about the chair umpire not being on her matches? Oh, I don't know who you speak of.
Yeah, that's, of course, Carlos Ramos was the umpire last year, and he and Serena did not get along well. She called him a thief, so he won't be doing any of her matches this year. And really the big question for Serena, Tina, is can she win major number 24 and tie Margaret Court? She's lost 3 Grand Slam finals now since becoming a mother, here last year and back-to-back Wimbledon finals. So there is a certain amount of pressure on her to win number 24.
All right, somebody coming off a Wimbledon final and a marathon was Roger Federer. He, of course, lost to Novak Djokovic. Djokovic won very easily yesterday. Federer, though, what does it say when you see him struggle in that first set? I mean, he came back blazing, but does that say anything about his game right now in this U.S. Open?
Well, I mean, first of all, he was playing Sumit Nagal, and I thought, it wasn't Nadal. People got a little confused, like, why is he losing a first set to Nagal, not Nadal? But, he was having trouble with his first serve in that set, and then he regrouped and won it pretty handily in 4 sets. He does have a pretty good draw, Roger does, to get at least to, a quarters and maybe a semi against Novak. The question is going to be, how does he rebound, Tina, from that heartbreaking Wimbledon final where he had a double match point and lost to Novak?
Well, the weather is definitely cool this week, so that's going to be in his favor. Another U.S. win last night from Madison Keys on the women's side. Madison coming off that big win in Cincinnati. She was in the final 2 years ago, lost to Sloane Stephens. What are her chances with the way that she's playing and that big serve of hers?
I think Madison Keys has as good a chance as any woman here, Tina, to win the tournament. I mean, she's coming off winning the hardcourt event in Cincinnati, where she beat 4 Grand Slam winners, including Venus Williams and Kuznetsova and others. She's been to the finals and the semis here the last 2 years. She's got the big serve, the big all-court game, so I think Madison could win the title.
All right, let's shift to today, day 2, and everyone is talking about Coco Mania. The 15-year-old Corey Coco Gauff. We've been talking about her all week. So she makes her U.S. Open debut. It'll be at Louis Armstrong Stadium later this afternoon against an 18-year-old Portapova from Russia as well. So, I mean, what's the anticipation? Is that place going to be packed to watch her play?
I mean, first of all, I think it's good that the U.S. Open put her here in Armstrong at 3 o'clock and not in Arthur Ashe Stadium at 7 o'clock under the bright lights. There's enough pressure on her. She's only 15 years old. I know Andy Roddick said last week they don't need to put her in Ashe the first night. Now, if she wins today, they'll probably put her at night, later in the week in Ashe Stadium. She's 15 years old. She's got a big serve, 115, 118 miles an hour. She moves very well. She got to the 4th round at Wimbledon, beating Venus Williams in the first round. So it looks like she's going to, be a star. And again, she's only 15. Give her time. By the time she's 17, 18, she'll continue to physically mature and get stronger.
All right, Adam, thank you so much. And of course, that's Coco Gauff at Louis Armstrong Stadium. Today at Arthur Ashe Center Court is where we'll see Rafael Nadal and the reigning champion Naomi Osaka. So those are big matches today as well. Great info, Adam. We'll chat a little bit later on today. And now we're going to send it back to you, Lori and Kerry, in the studio.
Yeah, so many great matches to look forward to.
It really is. It's so exciting. All right, Tina, thank you so much.